Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. This is Mark Fuller. This is Team Alliance. Today is Sunday. The time right now is 11:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is my IGTV update that I do each week. Basically for Project 21 and also for Team Alliance in general and everything that I have going on with Team Alliance. This week represents actually the week that we're going into. So in other words, later tonight when the market reopens, this will be week number 21 in actual time for Project 21. So yes, the last week of the project, the final week of the project, one trade left. And then the project will be complete. Let me show you guys the current balance in my NADEX account. For those of you who are unfamiliar with who I am, my name is Mark Fuller and this is Team Alliance. We trade the financial markets. I trade full-time for a living. And this is a project that I'm doing for my students and those that I train and those under my tutelage to basically show what it looks like when you slow down the process that we learn in my training and ultimately slow things down to the point where you can actually execute the process that we're being trained to do with consistency at a very high level and also with efficiency. So, and I hope my audio is coming through clear. With that being said, the project is really my way to demonstrate and to document what it looks like. That's my whole purpose for doing this. I'm showing you guys what you will be able to do and what you can do and what you will do ultimately when you actually train and you acquire this skill, and then you put yourself in position to actually demonstrate the skill. So, in other words, giving yourself enough time to grow and to develop and to actually attain the skill, cultivate the skill, fine tune the skill and basically elevate. This is what it's going to look like when you actually put that into action and then your results come. So, you can't get there without training. You can't get there without putting yourself in the environment where you're going to learn the skills. And I'm saying skills because it's a skill set that makes up the skill that I make reference to as far as being able to actually do this. When you put everything together and everything becomes cohesive, you now are demonstrating the skill. So this is my current balance. If you actually look and see, you should be able to see that 35.92. You see? And that represents the balance. If you look at the actual spreadsheet that I've made up, and that if you're following these videos, like the Project 21 videos, you'll see a spreadsheet in the video. And on that spreadsheet, it's showing the account balance and then the corresponding contract size that you can scale up to based on your current account balance. So based on that balance, I'm at the point where now on the next trade, I think it'll be like 44 contracts. And then that'll be the completion of the project. And then from that point going forward, I'll be at 54 contracts, which basically represents like full-time income, even if you only end up with one trade each week. So it's very powerful. And, to make this training available to you guys at such an affordable rate, just putting this on, it's a little chilly in here, so that you'll have the necessary time that you need to train, is really one of the things that I'm very proud of, because it means that you'll have the time that you need. See, everyone is not going to grow and to develop and to, you're not going to move through the process at the same pace. Everybody really has their own pace, and you really are creating the pace that you're going to have when you come into training in the very beginning. So the things that you do in the beginning are going to dictate the habits that you'll end up with. So I encourage you guys, when you start training, do everything that you're instructed to do. Like, don't try to deviate and do anything different outside of the framework for what it is that we're doing, because you're only going to slow down the process for yourself and then have to go back and then undo the bad habits that you created. So instead of creating bad habits, focus on actually developing the right ones. When you develop the right habits, you're putting yourself in position for the execution process to be the right way when the time comes for you to actually demonstrate the skill. You see what I'm saying? So it makes no sense for you to create bad habits, because all that's going to do is slow you down. It's not going to stop you if this is something that you really want to do, but it will slow you down. So just don't go that route. Train properly, train as you're instructed out the gate. That way you don't have to backtrack and undo stuff that you've done, creating bad habits, creating the wrong habits. You want to create the right ones. You want to create good habits, patience, discipline, focus, putting all of the skills together so that the skill set is complete for you. And then your process of execution will be the exact same thing as what you have trained to do, because that's what training does. The repetition of it, forces you to actually function on that level and that way. You're going to do exactly what you do in training. So if you train the wrong way, guess what will happen? Your process of execution will be the wrong way. Then you got to go back, undo the bad habits that you created, and kind of start over a little bit, doing it the right way. So just so that you don't have to do it multiple times, do it right the first time. All right. But yeah, so, this has really been a very interesting journey, to say the least, because I remember when I first started Project 21 and people were, they were saying, man, how are you going to do that? You start with $100, you're only going to take one trade a week. And I'm like, yeah. I'm going to start with 100, but we ain't going to end up with 100. I mean, you guys see what the balance is now. This is week number 20 coming up, and the next trade is going to be trade number 21. Look how fast it went by. Look how fast the time went by. So also another thing, the video that's coming out, that's going to be released tomorrow, I believe is for week number 16 or 17. I forget which one exactly, one or the other. Week number 16 or 17. So of course there's that little lag of time between the actual videos coming out and then what I'm doing in real time. That's why I do the update, so that I can explain what's actually going on. It seems like I'm so far ahead in real time, but that's only because in previous weeks I actually took multiple trades during the week instead of taking one trade, unawares, not even realizing that I was doing that multiple times in the week, because I completely lost track of time. And losing track of time is easy to do when you're free. When you have freedom, it's easy to lose track of time. Very easy to do. All right. So, yeah, my time is running out. So those of you that are looking to train with me, you can get into training. Reach me by text 914-979-2317. You can also go to TeamAlliance.nyc. You can friend me on Facebook, send me a friend request. You will find Team Alliance content on literally every social media platform. So that's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and what's the other one? Oh, Instagram. All right, so I'm out. Mark Fuller. I will see you guys next week for the completion of Project 21. Deuces.